it down.
Lay it down on the ground.
Lay it down. Oh yeah.
Static.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Station. This is Bob.
Hey everyone, this is Miles.
Oh, you're nice and polite this week and not a little snot like you have been in the past, huh?
I know. I was just trying to do my upbeat intro.
Oh, feeling good, huh? Okay.
Feeling good, feeling good. Yeah.
Feeling good.
Doing good. Made it through Thanksgiving, so I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? Doing
Oh,
good.
is normally it a chore for you to get
Well, you
food?
never know. It's always a crapshoot. You never know what you're going to get.
Really? I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought that with you. I would
yeah.
think that sitting in your chair an extra 2 days would probably be something that you would enjoy.
I sat around too much, and like I'm so stiff right now, I can't stand it.
Well, whenever you're on your tablet looking at pornography,
Well, if that ever happened, which it wouldn't, but if it
if
did,
it
then
did, if there
you
was
know,
a pornography button on my tablet.
I haven't used my tablet in a long time.
Oh, okay. You're just using your phone. Okay.
I should use it though. Maybe I should activate that again.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm getting
Maybe.
lonely.
Yeah, you're giving me a lot of ideas now. Yeah,
I've been so
you're an
lonely
idea
lately.
guy. I get an idea. Yeah, thanks.
I've been so lonely. I should activate that tablet.
Yeah, now you got me thinking about some stuff now. Yeah,
Hey, honey, what's this Grinder app?
what's that about?
Why did I have this on here? Do you remember? Oh, wait a
All
minute.
right,
Now I remember.
thank I was checking out some stuff.
I remember. It was research.
Oh yeah.
It's somebody who's really into sandwiches.
Nyah, 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 nyah.
Yeah. So, hey, I
So
had a weird dream last night. As a matter of fact,
yeah,
you're not gonna answer. Okay.
I don't know where this is going, so I'm even afraid to ever get into this. But okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Well, all right. No, no.
Oh, is
It's
this because is
what?
this because I had a dream about you last week, and now you got all weird, and now you're gonna have a weird dream?
No,
And
I. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it relates
yeah,
to that, but I was. It's very vague. It's a very vague dream. All I know is that you came to work where I work, not vice versa. I had the job, and you came there to work.
this sounds like a nightmare for you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was, and you were doing things wrong.
I'm believing it. Okay, go
and
ahead.
I'm
I'm
like,
in
and I'm
now.
like trying to cover for you. But the weird thing was we were doing telemarketing, and I don't telemarket. I'm not a telemarketer.
Miles, what are you doing, man? What are you
And
doing?
I'm like, you're there, and I'm like trying to help you because you keep fucking everything up. And I'm like, no, 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 come on, wait a minute.
I think it's a BOGO. I think
Yeah, oh
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
You want to buy one, get one, it's fine with me. No,
No, that's
no,
fine.
no. And I kept being like, no,
I've
no, no, wait, wait,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That's all it was. That was the whole thing. That's all I remember. But I was trying,
Well,
it was a balance. I was trying, we're friends. I'm trying to help you out, but like you keep doing things wrong. And I'm like, no, you can't do that.
see, because I had I told you about that dream last week where like I had a dream that you were like this closeted FedEx worker.
Mm-hmm.
Like I came to see you, and you actually lived in like some shitty apartment. I'm like, oh no,
Yeah,
really?
that was my younger life.
No, like you just totally had put me on because I actually saw your house now. You're like, like your real house. I've seen it now.
Oh yeah.
But it was, you put me on. It was like a complete put on because you
Oh,
like
the
lived in like
reality
this,
was I lived in this shitty apartment, is what you're saying.
yeah, like this shitty fourplex, college like shit apartment, and you had to go to FedEx, to work. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
I did work at UPS many years ago, so
No, I know. That's the weird part. I'm like,
yeah,
wow.
it's a weird part.
I mean, not that
Yeah.
working at FedEx is bad, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. I know you still have shower envy, whenever you're here,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah. I did
yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah,
Yeah. My my
yeah,
my new shower.
yeah. You did put bleach in there after I left, right?
Oh
Because
yeah, it's been bleached several times.
kill all that DNA.
Yeah, we don't need any cloning happening in there, and
Yeah, yeah,
any
yeah,
kind of any kind of Corona clone of Miles that happens in the
yeah.
hot, moist shower there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's weird though, isn't it? I'm like, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't know that you are that poor at your job,
Well, don't no,
or,
don't
or any
underestimate
job. I
me.
don't know. I'm assuming you do all right. You've been gainfully employed for quite a long time now, so
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's not. You've had the same position there for a while, so you must be doing something right.
No one else will take it, so I'm like, well, fuck it.
That's right. I keep
I'm ready
trying
for
to
my
hire
replacement.
hire somebody cheaper, but no one wants it.
It's like the night at the end of that Indiana Jones movie. It's
Oh
like
right, yeah.
no
He's standing there
no one's ever,
waving.
yeah, no one's ever come along to challenge him, and now it's like I'm just gonna be sitting there.
Yeah. Mm, okay.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
So that I mean that's just a short. That wasn't my whole story there, but that was just an
yeah, no,
aside.
no.
But
Well, I'm glad you're having dreams about me. That's really good.
why am I
That's
having
great.
anxiety dreams about you? I don't know, but
Yeah.
ruining my workplace. So,
Oh man, you would hate that. Oh.
uh, so anyway, the no, the thing we have we have cell phones, right? Everybody's got cell phones, and so
Yeah.
we T-Mobile bought Sprint, right? You've heard about this, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we were on Sprint. We had our cell phones on Sprint, and
Mm-hmm.
and now T-Mobile bought them, and so now they're like, well, you got to come in and get a new SIM card for your phone. And I'm like,
Okay.
oh, what a pain in the ass. Because, I mean, I've replaced SIM cards. You don't have to go to the store to do this. Oh, no, no. My wife tells me they told her that we
Mm-hmm.
had to go. And so I'm like, I don't want to. You know what I mean? I'm always resistant. I
I
don't,
don't wanna.
I don't want to. So she goes in and gets the new SIM card. And her internet service is like amazingly fast with the switch, right?
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
like incredibly, is like night and day.
Right.
And I'm like, oh shit! Now I got to go in there. You know, I can't be lagging behind this far. Come on, you know what I mean? So
Well, you had to like downplay it, like so that you don't want to make it look like her idea. You're like, well, maybe I'll go. I guess.
no, no, I'm basically that same day because it was so dramatically better.
Wow.
I go, I got to go in there. And she's like, okay, I'll go with you. I'm like, you sure you want to go back in there? I mean, it's the phone store. It's like horrendous. It's like, it's basically
Yeah.
like sending somebody to torture, in my
Yeah.
opinion. In my opinion,
Right.
and I haven't been, hardly anywhere in 7 months. So,
Yes, I believe that. I
I
do
mean, I
believe
met you once.
that. Yeah.
Here's been the almost total my total dealings over the last 7 months. Let's see. I saw my dad at the hospital
Yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah.
I saw my parents. Then after he got out of the hospital,
Yeah.
I saw you. This is seven
Yeah.
months, mind you, right? 7 months.
Yeah.
Mm, that's it. That's the only
I was pretty much the highlight of your whole year.
exactly. I haven't gone
You
anywhere.
realize you realize
So
how far you have shrunk when I'm like the highlight of your whole year?
yeah, I
Like,
know
well,
exactly.
geez,
It's just why maybe that's why I have these anxiety dreams about you working with me or something.
we had that romantic weekend in Beardstown.
In
That's all.
Beardstown, yes.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I haven't been anywhere. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go. I mean, I've been to the store, but
Yeah.
that doesn't count that
Yeah.
much. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the phone store and
Right.
do this. And so my wife goes with me, and we go in, and it's excruciating. This is the most excruciating thing I've had to do in 7 months
Oh yeah.
because we get there, and
Yes.
here's the setup. We walk in. There are only a total of 5 customers potted up. There's couples and things, but a
Yeah.
total of 5 people who need to be helped in the whole
Yeah.
phone store.
Yeah.
And there are 3 people working at the phone store.
Oh.
So you're thinking, now they're already helping 3 of the 5.
Right.
So you're thinking, oh, this is not going to be bad.
Nope.
No, no,
No. No.
no. It is like either, you know, the population that goes to the phone store are like idiots,
Right.
or they have some type of a ray that shoots you in the brain when you come through there, like a pinhole
Right.
laser through your,
Right.
cerebellum. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on, but it's like every time somebody enters the phone store, they're like a blithering idiot. And you're like, how can you even afford to have a cell phone, let alone be in the phone store? So we got one guy helping like grandma and grandpa, and they were already being helped by the time we walked in the door. We got this other guy, this other woman who is dancing around like she's got to pee, being helped.
Could you hurry up, please? Hurry, hurry,
No,
hurry.
no, she's not saying anything like that. She just is like, I don't know if she's like,
Maybe she,
going through withdrawals. I don't know what's going on, but she's dancing around like she's got to pee.
you know, have you seen that thing where like you can get this thing for like the lady in your life? It's like some kind of like little mini vibrator, and like you can have your app on your phone and you turn it on.
Is this what you've been looking at all
Well,
through
no, a friend of
Thanksgiving?
mine. No, a friend of mine. I mean, CB
No,
was telling me about
yeah,
this,
I've heard about
and
this. Yes, I've seen
and
the.
that and there's like these women will go out in malls and stuff, and like the boyfriend will be like, all right, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe that's what was going on.
That was not my first thought, but sure.
I'm just saying, I'm an idea
I mean,
guy.
she wasn't. She was
Yeah.
not a horrible looking person. I don't think. I don't know, but.
Um,
And then there's this lady. So that's 2 of the 3 people being helped. And then there's this lady with her kid who doesn't seem to be able to like answer any question with an answer, only another question. You know? He's like, well, where did you get your phone? I don't know. Where do you think I got it from? It's just. And so then there
from the
was another
store?
guy who seemed to be very nervous and standoffish. I think he felt like he was getting the coronavirus just being in the building because he was so twitchy and nervous. And then there was me and my wife, and we're standing there, and I'm like, oh, this shouldn't take too long. And, 5
Yeah.
minutes goes by, and it's the
Yeah.
same, pee dancer, old people, well, what color do you think is best? I don't know. Maybe you know what color is best. And then this other guy, and then he finally just like the one guy who thinks, like the corona fear,
Yeah.
the guy who fears corona, he just kind of turns around and he like walks out the door like he was like not trying to touch anything,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he just kind of disappears. And then some
And
other
then
people.
you realize you were looking into a mirror. And you're like,
No,
oh my god, it was me. It
it
was
was me.
freaking me.
And then some other guy comes in. But anyway, so this keeps happening, keeps happening, keeps happening. And then finally, the lady who keeps asking everything the question, he's like, well, if you want the Apple Watch, it's $150. Are you sure it's $150?
Oh my
Well,
god.
I can go check and see if we can get you a discount. Are you sure I can have a discount? And so
Oh
finally,
my
he
god.
finally goes, it's $150. And he's like, and your credit card's declined.
Wah wah
Are
wah
you sure my
wah.
credit card's declined?
Yes.
And he did it again. And then
Yeah.
finally, after about 25 minutes, and I'm
Yeah.
not exaggerating, it's our turn. Now, mind you,
We have
the,
money. We have money, just so you know,
that's
sir.
right.
We
Yeah,
have
we have one.
money.
Well, we're doing a no cost kind of thing. Mind you, the old people and the lady dancing around are still being helped.
Oh, jeez.
So it's like, now the lady they had to pee, she left shortly after that. But
Yeah.
so we get up there, and then some other people are being helped. Old people still there. I think the old people were
Yeah.
there until we left. I don't know if they were like, asking the questions really slow or what the deal was. They were a little further away.
Hmm.
So we get there, and hey, this guy, hey, how you doing? How can I help you? Hey, just a moment. I got, he's pulled this Apple Watch out for this lady who can't pay for it, and I got to go put this away in the back because God forbid somebody
Yeah.
steals the $150 Apple Watch. And so then he disappears, and we wait for him, and I guess he's back there like playing pocket pool or something, getting a drink. And then he finally comes back out. Hey, okay, what can we do? And I go, well, we got to do these SIM card swap. Oh, yeah. Okay, hey, wait, wait. And
Is this Crispin Glover that you're working with,
a
or who
little
is?
bit, he's a little Glover-ish, yes.
Oh.
Now I did have Crispin Glover wait on me at the Walmart pharmacy once. But
Yeah.
anyway, this may be his cousin or something. And so then he has to go get his tablet that everyone works on a tablet. What he did with this tablet in the interim between the lady asking a million questions, I don't know. But anyway, I had to go find it again. He
Yeah.
finds it. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna need your driver's license and who's your account person? I'm like, what do you mean? Who's the name on the account? I go, well, it's my wife. He's like, okay, I need her driver's license. I'm like, fine. Whatever. I'm off the hook now, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing I like more than to not give my identity to people. And so, anyway, so my wife has to do all this shit with the tablet and prove who she is and everything. And so now she's getting cranky because she's helping me out. And then, like every 2 minutes, the other guy who's working there goes, "Hey, he's got a question for the guy that's helping me. Hey, what do we do for
Old fuckers.
yeah, T-37? Oh, just a second. Turn. Blah 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 blah. Comes back finally. Okay, where were we? I just need to swap this SIM card. Oh yeah.
Oh,
So who's the account name?
oh Christ.
I'm like, she gave you the license already. Oh right. Anyway, okay. And then he goes, here, hold on to this. He gives me the SIM card. And he goes, don't do anything. Just hold on to it. I don't want to lose it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What do you mean gonna lose it?
What?
And so I hang on to it. And he's like, oh, what's that number? I need that back.
Oh.
Now, I know that you're not as technically interested in things as I am, but swapping a SIM card is literally as easy as changing out an SD card in your camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it pretty much that? I
All he
mean,
need,
I could do that.
yeah, his job is to basically make sure he puts the information in so that it goes to my phone.
Yeah,
That's all he needs to do. The actual act of putting the card into the phone and everything,
yeah,
toddler could do.
right.
But he won't let me do that. And then he keeps getting distracted by his neighbor guy, Hey,
Yeah.
what's the name of that movie? Oh, hold on. Wait a sec.
Oh no, you mean Die Hard 2?
Oh, let me see it. I think I got IMDb on my tablet.
Hey, what do you guys want for lunch?
Oh yeah, High Plains Drifter. That's Clint Eastwood. Yeah,
Excuse me, we came here for our SIM card, please.
yeah. And then finally he's back around.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we were in there for like 45 fucking minutes for a 5 minute
Yeah.
SIM card swap. Literally, because
Right.
then my daughter was up for Thanksgiving, and so we had to go back because my daughter, we have a phone for her, and
Yeah.
and so my wife now knows that she has to take it in because she's the main account person.
Right.
And so I took
Right.
her over there, and I go, I'm not going inside. I cannot.
No.
I I cannot go in there. I mean, I will sit out in this car all day for you. I'm not
Yeah.
going inside. And she's like, fine, that's fine. Don't worry about it. I take her there first thing in the morning. They haven't even unlocked the door.
Yeah.
Right? She goes in.
Right.
It takes her 10 minutes to do this because they're just opening up and so forth. And out
Yeah.
of those 10 minutes, 6 minutes, they couldn't find the keys to open up the register. So
Oh.
thankfully, it only took her about 10 minutes rather than 45. But
Yeah.
like I said, she's like, I was timing it from the time I stepped in
Yeah.
the door to the time I got back to the car was like 11 minutes.
Yeah.
And she's like, in 6 minutes, they couldn't figure out how to turn on the register or find the keys.
Yeah. Well, we could.
And the thing is, there was no transaction. They just needed to have it on for,
Yeah. Yeah.
even though there's no funds changing hands there.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm just like, normally people think of me, as a fairly patient person. Apparently not.
Okay.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't
I'm
think so? Well, there
thinking-
you go. Apparently not. Then.
I don't know. I'm thinking there's probably a side of you that I'm thinking is not very patient. I think.
Well, it was just like I'm just like, oh my gosh, I cannot. I'm just literally because the way we normally do it, we get a new phone. They just mail it to the house, and we mail back the old one. And I'm like,
I mean, you'll finish a project, but it doesn't mean you're not going to bitch about it.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. And so I think from now on, I'm just going to buy a new phone every time. I'm not going to go in there ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't. I can't handle it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I do know what it is, but I sound like an asshole whenever I talk about it. But it's this whole idea of focus.
Yeah.
And people don't focus, and
Yeah.
who cares if they want to open the cabinet? I don't care. I want to get my thing done. Then you can open the cabinet. They can wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm standing here now. Give me my 5 minutes, not broken up over 20.
Sir, please. We're trying to think of the name of that Clint Eastwood movie. Please. Can you just
Please.
wait. Please.
So yeah, I was like at my last there.
Yeah.
And then my son's like, God, you're in a bad mood. I'm like, I went to the fucking phone store. What do you want?
Everyone just shut the F up.
That's right. Eat your fucking turkey.
Hey, Dad, what about my phone? Oh, fuck you. Oh.
The funny thing is, he's getting a new phone.
Good for him.
He's not
Good
even
for
going
him.
in. He's like, I'm not doing it.
Forget it, Dad. Here's all my birthday money. Just buy
That's
me a
right.
new
I
phone.
don't care. I don't care.
I don't care. Here you go.
Yeah, so he's not doing it. I'm like, oh my god,
Uh,
these
probably the
people.
smartest, probably the smartest guy in the family. Sounds
Yeah,
like.
I know. I'm like, I don't understand how the world has gotten this, poor that this
Yeah,
takes forever. It's just ridiculous.
yeah, you're right.
So anyway, what's going on with you? I do have a faster internet speed now, but
So I went to the phone store
it
and
came
no,
at a
I didn't.
price.
At
Yeah,
high price.
I'm surprised my dream didn't have you working at the phone store. I'm like,
Uh,
motherfucker.
I'd be the guy asking the questions like, "Hey, how do we do this?"
Yeah. Now, if I want, if the let's say, hypothetically,
Hypothetically,
if I wanted to send like a picture of my anatomy to somebody else anonymously,
how do I clear browser history
let's
on
say a
my
big toe. What if I wanted to send a picture of my big toe?
big toe, for instance? And
Guy's like,
so
what? What are you doing that for? I'm a
right, yeah,
podiatrist. I'm a podiatrist, and I have to do these
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yeah. So what's going on with you? Sorry.
The there was a celebrity death over the weekend,
Which one?
which shocked me a little bit. Am I going to pronounce this right? David Prowse,
Oh,
is that
David
right?
Prowse. Yes, yes. Darth Vader, or the body of Darth Vader. Yeah.
And this is what shook me to my foundation because I'm like, this guy's already dead.
Hmm.
This guy died a long time ago.
Oh, you had a Mandela thing. You think
I
David
don't
Prowse?
know.
You think you don't know what the Mandela effect is?
No, enlighten me, please.
Are you serious? You've never heard of this? You
No,
think David Prowse is dead, but you've never heard of the Mandela effect?
I thought he was dead. I thought he had like Alzheimer's or something. He died or something.
I know he'd been ill, but
Yeah,
I don't believe that I recall him ever dying before. So anyway, the Mandela effect is a long time ago, back in the '90s. Nelson Mandela was in prison, right?
yeah, right,
And then he came and he was the president of South Africa, right?
right, correct,
And he died. Or did
correct.
he? No. Well, when you think he died and when other people think he died are two different dates. And this has
Oh
become known as the Mandela effect because other people remember him dying in prison
no, he
and
didn't die
him
of
not
prison.
becoming the president or him becoming the president and dying almost immediately. And
Yeah,
so then there's lots of things like this, like the Berenstain Bears. Do you remember the Berenstain Bears, or do
I've heard of him.
you
Yeah,
remember the Berenstein Bears?
yeah.
Right, that's another Mandela thing.
Okay.
Is it spelled Stainain or is it Stein?
I don't know.
I remember it being Steen, as in Berenstein Bears, but it's the Berenstain Bears.
Wow.
So now you just look it up. You'll really be blown away tonight if you start looking up Mandela effect stuff. So anyway, it's
Okay.
called the
Well,
Mandela effect, and so if something that you believe firmly that you said this occurred before,
hmm,
and then you find out it just occurred,
yeah.
that's a Mandela effect.
Okay. Well, there. Then I
But
have my topic then. Okay.
yeah, so
Uh,
you thought David Prowse was
well,
already dead.
right. Well, no, because sometimes like you do get like people that will post shit, and people like, by the way, he died like like 10 years ago. FYI,
Right, right.
you've seen that, right? I mean,
Oh
people
yeah,
like
they did
like
that with
Don Knotts is dead, and you're like,
Johnny
yeah,
Cash or something. Yeah.
yeah, right. Johnny Cash is dead. I go, yeah, no fooling. That's what I thought this was. I thought it was a put on. Like, oh, some. I go, this
Yeah.
guy's been dead for like 20 years, and no, it's like all these news outlets are like, no, he just died. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he
Well,
didn't.
he was quite ill. I remember watching a documentary. As you know, I love documentary
Yeah,
on Star Wars. And he was quite bitter about
yeah,
the whole Star Wars thing because he voiced Darth Vader when they shot all of it,
Yeah.
and he thought he was Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the movie, and James Earl Jones is Darth Vader's voice. And apparently nobody told him, is what he said, I guess.
Wah, wah, wah,
And he was
wah.
quite bitter about that, right? I guess the
Yeah.
first movie, and then he kind of,
Well, I
wanted the paycheck, obviously, so he
yeah.
kept doing it. But he got banned from doing Star Wars convention because he was so like angry at all these people. Apparently,
Well, no, I knew he had some kind of beef, but I didn't know what it was. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. So they did a documentary, and he talked about it. But yeah, he was pretty ill at that point. This was probably in the 2000s, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. No, I swear this guy had died like 20 years ago. I'm like,
yeah.
wow,
So
he's
an
died twice.
awakening. The force is
Like he
strong
came
with us.
back like a zombie, and now he's gone again. I'm like, dang it!
Yeah. Well,
It
that's a
blew my
good.
mind.
We need, everybody, if you listen, we need to know what your thought. Did you think that David Prowse was already dead, or is this the first time death of David Prowse for you?
Yeah,
Right, put a comment somewhere.
yeah. Please, please, our
Yeah,
3 listeners, please chime in.
we need to know, all three of you. You'll be the
I
deciding
don't know.
votes.
And then what the second thing that blew my mind was I did not realize he was the big guy in A Clockwork Orange.
You didn't know that?
No,
Are you serious?
no, I did not know that. That blew my mind.
Yeah, he was the whatever you want to call it, the nanny or whatever, the writer
Yeah,
guy. Yeah. After
I've
he
had
becomes debilitated because the Droogs, beat the snot out of him. So,
right, right.
and raped his wife a few times,
Yeah.
something like that.
I, actually, there was 3 Star Wars things that blew my mind this weekend. Okay,
Okay,
so I told you number one, we had the Mandela effect.
right.
Number two, Clockwork Orange connection.
Hmm.
Number three, the Mandalorian.
Okay. What about the Mandalorian blew your mind?
Okay, so I'm watching it, and I don't study up. I know all you nerds, read the spoilers and whatever else, and this and that. You know who's going to be on the show, and I just go into it cold.
Right.
I want to be
Yeah.
surprised. Yeah. And
Right.
there's this dude from the last week. I go, God, that guy. Who is this guy?
I know who you're talking about.
And like this guy, and like he was like the second in command
Uh huh.
of this town, this horrible town. This lady was in charge of it. There was like the second command dude, and I'm like, man, who is that? That's like Michael Moriarty or something. Who is it? I mean,
Uh huh.
I could not figure out who this guy was, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I finally Googled it tonight. I'm like, oh my God, that's the dude from like Terminator and Aliens
You don't
and
understand, Sarah. He won't stop. He'll never stop.
oh my God, it blew my mind. That was the third thing that blew my mind.
Yeah, I
Star
watched
Wars
it.
related.
I watched it on Friday night, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
was thinking the same. Like, that guy looks real familiar, and so I watched the credits. I'm like, oh, that was Michael Biehn.
Well, see, I saw his name and I'm like, man, I know that name, but how do I know that name?
He was also in The Rock. He got killed in The Rock
The Rock.
at the beginning. There, he was one of the guys that was sent into the shower, and he's like,
Oh,
they're like, you got the low position. He's like, you know, put
yeah.
down your weapons. Put down your weapon. That was him. He was sticking his head up out of the shower thing.
God, that blew my mind. Jesus, that's like 3 things now that blew my mind.
Yeah,
Man.
but he didn't look like Michael Biehn. I think he's gotten some serious fights or something. I don't know.
No, he looks quite a bit different now because that's what threw me. I'm like, this is
Well,
not
it
like
has been,
young.
it has been what 30
Well,
some
no, I
years.
I realize that, and people get old, but I mean, like, I just, what I'm saying, like, I was racking my brain. I'm like, man, I know this dude.
Yeah, I did too. It was like he was oddly familiar, but I couldn't place him because he changed quite a bit. So
Yeah, and even Ahsoka, I finally figured that out during the show who that was. I'm like, okay, wait, I know who this is now.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because, like I said, I do not. I go into this cold, so all you nerds can just relax. you
Well, you
know,
watched the Clone Wars, didn't you? The cartoon Clone Wars thing.
a little bit. A little. My son was really into that a lot, actually. But
I know, I know. So
and
yeah.
I think he's got a secret crush on Ahsoka, actually. But
Well, it's understandable.
I don't want to go into it. But
It's
yeah, I think
Rosaria Dawson or whatever her name is.
hell yeah, yeah, hell
So
yeah, man.
she was in Clerks too.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Oh, anyway.
Men in Black.
And Men in Black, yes, yes.
So three times this weekend, blown
Yeah. Oh
away.
wow. Well, just wait till next week.
I know.
It's basically your brain is fading. My mind is going.
Uh,
Daisy.